So I want to demo some of the early BrowserLink or Artery extensibility API capabilities by showing a couple of different extensions I've written on top of this. So here I have a website, and if I just run this real quick, Control F5. Wait, let's run it here. And let's get the iPad emulator up here as well. Oh, sorry, iPhone. So now we have these three browsers connected, and we can see that if we kind of look here, we can see that BrowserLink tells us that we indeed have three browsers connected to Visual Studio right now. So what happened was that as soon as they connected, I'm now running one of the extensions that will go in and look for certain search engine optimization issues, and it already gave us a few messages here. So one of them is that we don't have a page description meta tag, and we didn't know how to do this before because we actually need the site running to be absolutely confident knowing whether or not we actually do miss this meta tag, if it exists or not. But now, because we have the browser runtime, we can have JavaScript reporting that back into Visual Studio, and that's what happened here. So I can now click this arrow, and it will ask if I want to insert the description meta tag. Let me just click yes. It automatically finds the right layout page, and it now inserted the actual description here, the meta tag that I was missing. I can undo that again because it just changes it opens the file and makes the change, so I can always undo. And I can then click the browser refresh button to run the browsers again. And we now see that the error down here reappears because it was still not fixed. I undid the addition here. The other issue we have is that we don't have a robots.txt. So let me click that. And it asks, do you want to add a robots.txt? Yes. And it lays down a robots.txt file, opens it up, and it makes it easy for me to modify it. So that's an example of how we can get data coming from the browser and back into Visual Studio, and then have Visual Studio kind of react to it and offer how to help out. Another example is going the other way. So here I have my three browsers, and it would be nice if I could use some CSS autosync here. So let's remove this line right here in my CSS. I'm going to comment it out, and I'm going to hit save. And immediately, with no lag, style sheets were reloaded in the browser. Not the entire page, just the style sheets. So I can very, very quickly and efficiently make changes, and when I save, I can see the update immediately take place in all my connected browsers. There's a third option, which is an extension that doesn't necessarily live within Visual Studio, the browsers, but is part of a browser, so a Chrome extension, for instance. So here in Chrome, I have a small little extension that shows up right over here that basically shows the Visual Studio logo when it detects that BrowserLink is running and this website is connected to it. So it shows the files that actually made up the response, the HTML itself. These are the different Razor files that made up this web page. And if I click them, they open up inside Visual Studio. So full bidirectional communication between Visual Studio and any browser, whether it be iPhone emulators or whatnot. Yes, so thanks for watching.